Guy W.Talbot State Park is a state park in the Columbia River Gorge, near Troutdale, Oregon, United States. Although the main feature of the park is Latourell Falls, the parkland stretches west to the Crown Point State Scenic Corridor. Here the historic Columbia River Highway descends from Crown Point via the figure-8 loops, a series of horseshoe curves that develop distance and thus keep the grade to a minimum. History: Guy Webster Talbot and his family used this property as a summer estate. The falls itself was located on the property of Guy W. Talbot of Portland, who, in 1929, donated 220 acres of property to the state of Oregon. In 1903, Talbot married Geraldine Wallace of Kingman, Kansas, and they were the parents of 3 children: Sarah Jane, who was the wife of Charles G. Dimmin of New York, Prudence, and Guy W. Jr. Dimmin was the sole heir to the Smith and Amp Dimmin shipbuilder empire in New York. Smith and Dimmin were the builders of the Sea Witch, whose record-breaking run from China to New York was great news of the day. In 1906, Talbot came to Portland as vice president and general manager of the Astoria and Amp Columbia River Railroad and the Corvallis and Amp Eastern Railroad, and was later made vice president and general manager of the Oregon Electric Railway, which he completed, holding that position until the road was sold, when he went to the American Power and Amp Light Company of New York, which bought the Portland Gas and Amp Coke Company, of which Talbot was made president, still holding the position. In 1910, he was also made president of the Pacific Power and Amp Light Company. In 1915, the American Power and Amp Light Company purchased the control of the Northwestern Electric Company, and at the time he was also elected to the presidency of that company. He was also president of the Walla Walla Valley Railroad, which was sold to the Northern Pacific Railroad Company, but he still remained as vice president and director. He was president of the Deschutes Power and Amp Light Company, a director of the Electric Products Corporation, and a director of the Pacific Properties Company. A man of alert mentality, progressive ideas, and intensely practical in his methods, he has shown marked ability in the management of the important interests of which he was the head, and earned the respect of all who knew him. His great-grandson David Talbot Dimmin still resides in Oregon. Dimmin and his wife continue to be benefactors of the park.